Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of my Minecraft Playtime series, where we're standing at the entrance of our cave that we finished in the last episode, and I just can't get over how amazing this looks, but we're gonna do even more today. And I'll be honest, on a normal day, I probably wouldn't be saying this, but I just kind of feel like digging. And we've got a lot of digging to do, so let's just get to it. It's been a long time. Well, not for you guys because I edit the videos so that you don't see all the time passing, but it's been basically a week since I last played. And about 2 weeks since I recorded that last clip, which is crazy. Yeah, something happened. And that, my friends, is why you have to be careful when you're playing with TNT and not just use a night vision potion to make it so that you can see everything, because it is not, in fact, lit up and creepers can spawn. So yeah, that hit really hard, especially because I was working on a huge project. And let me just add, that second project, I haven't even showed you guys what I'm working on over there. I'm making another video that's hopefully going, and I don't have an elytra. That was really stupid. Just look at this place. This is a cave, and it actually gets bigger as we come down here. Oh, it really sucks not having an elytra. I mean, I could just walk back and get another one, but let me real fast just show you guys this, because I've got a little bit more night potion on. If that tells you anything about how little I've played since I died, this is the same night vision potion that I had when I died. So, yeah, I think these things last like 6 or 8 minutes, so I've logged in for like 3 minutes throughout all this. But yeah, this is a huge cave, and we're gonna have a whole bunch of fun building this up. But let me quickly run back and at least get an elytra and some food. This is so annoying. I actually don't have a single way up out of here except to use an elytra, so I'm gonna have to destroy a bunch of these little dirt blocks and use them to pillar my way out. Yep. This is fantastic gameplay. All right, elytra in here, and we've got a little bit of spare gear on top of that. We can just pop that on, make sure I eat my meats, grab a few more rockets, and we're basically fine. Oh my goodness, this was terrible. There goes the night vision. Guys, learn from my mistakes. Be careful with night vision potions. And typically it wouldn't have even been a big deal. I mean, as you can see, the creeper didn't kill me. Even if it had killed me, it wouldn't have normally even mattered, because I could have just walked back there, picked up my stuff, and it would have all been great. But I was working with TNT, and, well, the TNT blew me up, killing me, and then the rest of the TNT blew up, destroying all of my netherite gear, all of my, well, just everything. It's a real tragedy. And on top of that, I'm actually recording all of this the day after I planned on actually releasing this video. This is not a normal week for me. And even more so because I have a really cool announcement. Well, it's not really an announcement because nobody cares. But I do more than play Minecraft in my free time. I've actually been working on a book, and I finished my book that I've been working on for years in the time that I took off from playing Minecraft. So that was really exciting. Don't know if anything's ever gonna come with it. You know, I might try and get it published at some point, but you know, it is what it is. I'm pretty excited. And why in the world did I come over here? I don't know why I'm here. This is the whole, well, I'll show you guys everything that I've been doing here in either the next episode or the next one. I've actually been recording 2 videos at once, so yeah, you'll get to see why I died and kind of the circumstances around that in just a little bit. But let's fly back over here because I want to look at this cave just a little bit more. And this cave is a lot of things, but one thing that it is not is tiny. Look at this. I can just fly through this thing easily. I can even use rockets if I want. I can just blast my way through all... There's the word blast. Not gonna lie, I think TNT is gonna be triggering me for at least a couple weeks. But yeah, this place is really cool. It's so gigantic, and eventually once we get it all, I don't know, decorated with blackstone and deep slate and all those fun little things, it's gonna look really, really cool. I think we'll have like a path that runs through here that we can run through, and maybe like off to the side here we'll have like a smaller passage that will lead to the big area where we've got all the storage from all our farms. This is how I've been leaving, by the way. And my original plan to do right now was to actually come over here on the other side because I wanted to dig out this side as well. But I think we've got something that we got to do before that because my gear is bad. Unenchanted elytra, unenchanted leggings and boots, a miserably enchanted helmet. We've got no gear. Well, okay, that's actually a lie because I use lots and lots of pickaxes and shovels when I do all this mining, so I don't have to go back and forth. But whatever, we can just ignore it. I've got no tools. I don't have any tools. So I think let's take a little bit of time. Let's get a whole bunch of my gear back. Let's get it all enchanted up. Not gonna get netherite right now because I am way too lazy for that, and I really want to get this video out as soon as possible because it's been way too long. So let's just put a short time lapse together. I'll get some gear and we can put our library to use, and I'm gonna get a whole bunch of armor and tools for myself, and it's gonna be great. Okay, that was not a short time lapse. Look at all these. And actually, this isn't even everything. If we come over here, I've actually got a whole bunch more. They're all organized by what type of protection I have on them. So I've got an entire like 5, 9, 11, 14, another 14. Plus a whole bunch of elytras over here. And we've got a whole bunch of these. They're only unbreaking and mending because I want to make sure I can switch them to fortune or silk touch if I want to. But Yeah, it took me a crazy amount of time, but now I'm never gonna have to lose all my stuff again. I can just walk over here, bang, bang, bang. Well, I have to have an empty hand. Bang, bang, bang. Oh, bang. That sounded way better in my head, but you get the picture. Now, the thing that actually took the most time here, do you want to know how many levels I went through, how many anvils I went through? Because, well, I can't tell you exactly how many anvils because I didn't keep track, but it was a lot. But I can show you something in my statistics. If I come over here to mobs, 281,000 zombified piglins killed. Now, those weren't all specifically done just now, but that's a lot of piglins. That's a lot of zombie pigmen that I killed. And it was a lot lower than this. I'm pretty sure it was below 100,000 when I first started this. Oh my goodness, I killed so many piglins, and just going back and forth. I know in that time lapse that I put together, you can see me like going back and forth between the piglin killer, gold farm experience getter thing, and then over to the anvils, and then back and then forth and back and forth. That took me, that time lapse, it's like an hour-ish. An hour, and that was only boots. That was only boots, and it wasn't actually even all the boots that I did because I couldn't fit all of them in just those short. It was a lot. It was a ton. It was seriously hours and hours and hours of enchanting, but I'm basically never gonna have to do it again. I can go through. I think I kind of want to go and get like some netherite, and then maybe we can change all of this into netherite, but that's gonna be a really long-term project. And you know, despite this taking a crazy amount of time, I think it was all for the best, because I had an idea. You remember this, I don't know, quarter finished building that we have over here? Our cool little water mill going into whatever building this is gonna be? And I was like, oh, I don't know what it's gonna be, but I'll figure it out eventually. Well, I was thinking I can turn this into like a giant display area where I can show off all my armor and tools and stuff like that. And throughout the course of this series, you know, not all in one episode because I'm not absolutely crazy, we can go through and we can get all the different armor trims and then all the different types of armor trims, and we can display all of those like throughout this area like a museum. I think it's going to be really, really cool. So that's kind of a fun little project that we can work on throughout the next couple episodes. And by couple episodes, I mean like 20, 30 episodes, like a lot of episodes. It's gonna be a long time, but I love to have these little projects to do as I'm going through, you know, kind of like the big island over here, or filling up my villager trading hall, which unbelievably is actually getting really, really close. We've just got these 2 more right here. We've got 2 more right here because this is where I've been bringing them in. We've got 4 more for books, and then we've got all these ones right around there on this side and that side. I'm not sure what I'm gonna put there. And then, you know, a few little spots down here. We've got like a cartographer here, and this is where I get all my armor. This guy helped me out a lot. This guy helped me out a ton because I didn't have to go and get a whole bunch more diamonds. I spent a lot of time getting this guy, Thorns 3, Knockback 2, Feather Falling. It takes a long time to get all the specific enchantments that I'm looking for because I have almost everything. And a lot of them, I even have, you know, like extra ones that I can go through. Like, well, not that one, but, oh, this guy right here. He's got Aqua Affinity. That's my only Aqua Affinity, but works out really, really well. We got like multi-shot there. I think this guy's got a sharpness 5. I've got another sharpness 5 somewhere else. I can get pretty much every enchantment that I need except for crossbow enchantments, and then there's the trident enchantments that I don't really have. But other than that, I've got pretty much everything, and I really need to do this entrance. This is getting really, really bad. I built this thing in episode 1. This was the very first thing that I built in this entire series, and yeah, it's still basically just well, actually this was originally way up there, and now it's just a hole in the water there. I need to get that taken care of, but I'll get to it eventually. But with that marathon of an enchantment run out of the way, I think it's time we actually get started on this other side. We went through and we got this all done, but this side needs to be done as well, and I think I'm gonna kind of meander it around. Maybe I'll go a little bit deeper. I just really want to make these cave systems really cool because there's so many things that I can do with them later on. The only thing I have planned right now is, of course, the big storage system, but who knows what other awesome ideas I'll have as we go through, and maybe we'll even eventually put like some other farms down throughout the caves. I don't know. The possibilities are endless, but before I can even think about that, I've got to get to digging. So let's just get to digging again. We're just a little ways into this, and I really like how it's coming together. We've got kind of a steeper decline here. I want to go a lot deeper on this side than I did over on that side, and a lot quicker. So we've got this coming straight down here, all the way down here. And I think this is going to be a little bit of a drop off here because like I said, I want to go just a little bit deeper and then work its way this way. But as I was digging through this, I actually remembered one thing that I wanted to show you guys. And it's actually all the way down here back in our villager trading area, because something has been happening as I was trading all of those books. And it's going to be a little bit embarrassing if it doesn't work this time when I try it, but let me get a few books real fast. Now the one that I've seen it working the most on is actually this one over here. Let me clear up my inventory. All right, and then I can grab a couple emeralds over here. And I think I'm just gonna try, all right, so I'm just gonna click this and take all of these and we'll see if it happened. So these should all be unbreaking. Okay, that didn't work. I'll try it again. All right, we'll try it with mending. You see this? All mending, and then one feather falling. Isn't that weird? I went back and replayed it, and just all of these books, they're mending, except for this very last one, which is feather falling 2, which is the second book in here. And that happens pretty regularly. I haven't really figured out how to get it to do that every time. I even tried going through and just clicking them through like one at a time, like taking each book individually, and it would still swap over to the second book every once in a while, and I couldn't figure out why. So if anybody knows why that's happening, maybe that's like a bug or something, but yeah, just thought that was kind of interesting. But anyway, let's go over here and let's do just a little bit more digging. I just love how this looks at night, you know, especially with the brightness lowered down to 30. It looks so cool. I want to go through, you know, I said I was going to start digging, but I'd like to actually eventually go through and get all these torches out of here and replace them with like some actual real lighting. I don't know exactly what that would be. Maybe I can put like some lanterns in the trees, or I can hide like some lighting underneath the floor. I don't know, something a little bit more fitting the aesthetic, I guess, because I want to make sure it's lit up so that we don't get any creepers or anything around here. But I also, you know, the torch spam just isn't really doing it for me these days. But anyway, let's get to it. And just like that, we've got something really cool on our hands. Like I was saying, I made this one a lot different, so you can come down here. There's a lot of like kind of steep drop-offs and then some smaller areas. I actually ran into a bit of a, what do you call this, a mine shaft down here. So we come down here and then we're gonna slowly work our way up over here. I just wanted to make this one feel just a little bit different. You know, eventually I'm gonna have to get rid of all of this stuff, but you know, that's a problem for later that I can deal with. I'm just really happy with the shape of this side. And, you know, we can still fly through it. It's quite a bit harder than, you know, the other side, but it's doable. And, you know, going through here, I wanted to come up just a little bit up here just to give it a little bit of difference in elevation. But I'm thinking maybe as we come up over here into this area, we might even just go a little bit deeper. I mean, what's the worst that could happen?